Welcome to Yoga with Natalie Marie. Today we are going to be doing yoga with weights. My brother requested this one, so if you have any requests of what practices you would like me to do, you can message me on Instagram or comment down below. So once you have gotten your mat and any set of weights that feel the best to you, let's begin. We are going to begin in mountain pose at the top of the mat. Bring your feet flush together. Draw the shoulders back, opening the chest up. Maybe close the eyes. Take a moment here to sink into the practice. On your next breath in, open the eyes. Bring the hands to your heart. Lift them to the sky. Maybe to have Lift them to the sky. Maybe slightly bend back. And then sprinkle the fingertips forward, coming into your forward fold. In your forward fold, grab your weights and step your feet back into plank. We're going to hold here for a few breaths, adjusting to this. And if need be, you can lower the knees, coming into a half plank. Begin to lift up the weight and lower it down. You're going to continue this movement for 5 breaths. Again, you can do it with the knees lowered or lifted. Try not to shift the hips too much. After your 5th breath, release your knees to the ground, move the weights over to the side, plant your palms on the ground once again, and lift the hips up into downward facing dog. If you want to, you can pedal it out here. But if you would rather stay still, you can. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, shift it forward, plant it in between the palms, grab the weights, and lift up into high lunge. If need be, you can lower the knees and come into low lunge here. Begin to curl the weights up and then pull them back down. We're going to do this 10 times. Maybe focus on something in front of you. After doing those 10 times, shift the foot into a 45-degree angle, coming into your warrior one. We're gonna lift the arms up to the sky and bring the weights right beneath the head. Lift them back up. We're gonna do this as well 10 times. 3. If your arms are burning, it's okay, so are mine. Next, we're gonna go into Warrior 2. If this is enough for you, if just holding the weights is enough for you, you can stay here. But if you would like to add on, you can do 10 arm circles one way and then the other. After your 10th, again, go the other way 10 times. Try to relax the jaw. Release the weights. Turn into your high lunge. Lower the weights down to the ground and step back into plank. We're just gonna hold here with the weights, giving our arms a slight rest. Lower the knees to the ground. Move the weights over to the side again. Plant the palms on the mat. Curl the toes under and lift the hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog once again. Raise the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, curl it into the chest, and plant it in between the palms, grabbing the weights, and lifting up into high or low lunge. Begin to curl the weights up, bringing them level with the chest. Once you've done that 10 times, bring the back foot into a 45-degree angle, lifting the arms to the sky, bringing the weights together, lower them behind the head, lift them back up. Do this 9 more times, continuing to breathe. Warrior 2 now. Again, you can stay here, just holding the weight in your arms. And if that's much too much, you can just bring the hands to the hips instead. But if you feel up to it, do 10 arm circles one way. Then repeat it the other way. Release the weights. Come back into your high lunge. Lower all the way back down, bringing the weights to the side, planting the palms, step back into plank, shift forward, bending the elbows, coming up to upward facing dog, and then bring the knees to the ground and sink back into child's pose. You can close the eyes here, relax into the mat. And then slowly roll up into tabletop. We're going to do one last pose with weights. So grab your weights, bring them out in front of you. We're gonna do camel with weights. So begin to bring the right arm with the weight behind you, lower it down a bit, lift back up, bring it to the other weight, the left weight back, tap if you can, if not, it's all right, lift back up. We're gonna do this 6 more times. Feeling the chest, the upper body open up. Release the weights now and sink back into child's pose with the arms right beside you. You did an amazing job today. I'm super proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.